All right, so man, I think we got a good one coming up, man. Let them know who we got on Rico TV today.
Beaches.
Okay.
Beaches.
First, first, I always start with like your background from the beginning. Like, where were you born?
In Israel. I'm from overseas.
Israel. Okay. Okay. So what's the native language in Israel?
Hebrew.
Hebrew. Okay. Okay. So how long did you live there?
For like 15 years.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna talk about that first 15 years just for a little bit. So let's break it up from the time you were a baby to you like 5. Do you remember that period?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's it like back then? What year are you born?
96.
96. Okay. Okay. So what's it like in 96 in Israel? Or not 96, sorry, 99.
Life was simple. It was just, you know, I didn't know what was like good life. It was just making sure we survived, ate, and basically like seeing another day.
Okay. So let me ask you this. When you said 8, I was interested. What is like Hebrew food? What do you eat what did they eat?
We have hummus, we have falafel. I mean, that's all Mediterranean. So I would say Israeli food. Yeah, a Mediterranean falafel, all that.
Okay. Okay. So let me ask you this, because now we're going from maybe 5 to age 10. All right. When do you start school in Israel?
About 5, 6.
Is it
kindergarten and then school?
okay? So it's kind of the same school system as the United States. Okay, cool. So what's it like going to school? Like, are you going to school with just
If you want to wear a hijab, you can. It's up to you. It depends on your family. My family wouldn't have to. It was optional. I have cousins that do wear it, but me and my sister, we don't.
okay?
So
And that's the headpiece that
yeah, hijab.
okay. So is it fair to say that you're Muslim then?
No,
No.
Christian.
So you go into school. By the time I guess you 10, you coming out of the 5th grade.
Yeah.
Okay, going to middle school. What's the next 5 years like?
Just same having it. I mean, I had a simple life. I had a good life, playing outside with friends. Um, we didn't think too much about our future. We were just living. But then we had a phone call, like, "Hey, get ready. Y'all are moving to Texas in 2 weeks."
Wow. Did you know where Texas was at that time?
I was like, I don't even know how to speak English.
Wow.
Sound hard.
Okay. So did you know what the United States was?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. So you just knew it was somewhere in the United States.
It was like a lot of money. You can go to college. You'll have a better future.
Okay. All right. So you said it was kind of simple growing up there, right? Like were y'all wealthy? Were y'all poor?
So overseas, there's like no such a thing as like middle class. You either poor or rich, and we was poor. Like we had no car, we had 2 bedrooms, and it was like holes in the wall, mice everywhere. But it's like more normal to walk and like instead of driving out there.
So everything in like a close proximity?
Yeah. Especially, it's like, it goes by like communities. Like, you have everything there.
So let me ask you this. Did you see rich people? Like, could you?
Yeah.
What are they like?
Like, so I have friends that are rich and they would ask me, do you want to go out to eat with us? And their mom would take us in her car and we'll go to like a upscale restaurant and just order whatever we want. And I was like, wow, I don't have to eat white rice anymore. Like,
Okay.
that was an everyday meal. So I can order whatever I want. I was like, yeah. But I feel like they didn't appreciate, like, if you grew up poor, you appreciate more because you know what it's like to not have it.
You said you got a call, right? Like, first off, who called you?
Like, what do you call them? I want to say like the comments of like Israel and America, and they talk to each other, like immigration.
Okay.
Yeah, but my dad was like really sick, and it was either let him be in the hospital, and we didn't have money to pay that. So, but we had family in America, so it was kind of like, can y'all let us move there if they will let us, kind of be like kind of for asylum.
One thing that I didn't want to get past was you talked about being Christian, but being from Israel, right?
Yeah,
So how many different religions are in Israel?
3:
Okay.
Muslim, Jewish, and small communities of Christian.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. I guess, how do you pick?
I guess who raised you, how you grow up, like your family, your parents.
Right.
My mom always just taught us about Jesus, so we're big on that.
So now you talk about going out to West Texas, right? Where about in West Texas did you go? Okay. Hey, shout out to Amarillo, man. For real. I got some partners out there, for real. Shout out to Amarillo. Yeah, it is.
Cool.
I ain't gonna lie, I like the vibe of Amarillo. It's low key, it's cool. But all right, so I'm always interested to know, for somebody who don't speak English, right? You move to somewhere, especially in Texas, especially Amarillo.
Right.
Like, what's that like moving here, not knowing English? Like, what's that like?
So I was a freshman. I went to Tascosa High School. And I had to go learn English for like 5 hours a day. And it was hard because I want to communicate. I want to find friends. I feel like I'm looking weird. Everybody's looking at me like, oh, this girl don't, like, I feel like everybody's talking about me. And I just put in my mind, okay, I'm going to learn this. And it was easy.
How long?
It took me a year.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. So,
It was over with.
all right, look, so Jessica, her first language was in English, right? So I be asking her, like, do you remember what English sounded like before you knew it?
Yeah.
How did it sound?
Cool.
Really?
I was like, I don't think I can do that, man. How do you move your mouth like that?
Okay, so let me ask you this. Who were you spending majority of your time around? Like, are you around Mexican people? Because in Texas, you're going to have black people, Mexican people, and then a little bit of white people.
Yeah, I had friends. I had a little bit of everything.
Right. So just watching all of them kind of, and did you have to go straight to high school?
Yeah.
Without knowing English?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I became a bad kid because I didn't know English. Like, started smoking weed, started just linked up with some friends and.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If you don't know English, how are you communicating, like, hey, pass the weed? Like,
so, well, I learned English.
Okay. So you already.
I made myself learn.
Okay.
Not just in school, but even when I got home, like, just everything. I would just get on the computer and just, and I like slowly wrote stuff down.